everyone, thank you for joining me. If you haven't been here before, welcome. My name's Rebecca. If you have been here before, thank you for coming back. Appreciate it. Now, today I've got a video all about how I get myself ready for summer. Because hasn't the weather been glorious the last couple of weeks? Here, definitely where I am, I'm in the Midlands in England, in the UK. It's been absolutely beautiful. We've had not a cloud in the sky. It's been gorgeous sunshine. It's been lovely and warm. And it really does feel like spring is springing. And summer is right around the corner. And it's lovely and it puts everybody in a good mood, doesn't it? And we're all feeling really bright and fresh and just lovely. But on the other hand, it fills me with dread because my skin, my legs and my feet haven't seen the light of day for quite a few months now, and some work needs to be done, I'm not gonna lie. I've got my winter legs and winter feet. And before I can put the sandals on and reveal everything to the public, I need to do a bit of preparation. So I thought I could either do that in the privacy of my bathroom at home and not tell anybody, or I could come on here. And I'm not going to do it in front of you. You're not going to see me shaving my legs or anything. Don't worry. I'm just going to tell you what I do and show you some of the products that I use that I find quite helpful at this time of year. Okay, so when we think about summertime, let me just angle the camera there a bit. When we think about summertime and getting our bodies ready, the first thing that springs to mind for me is hair removal. Now, I know not a very sexy topic, is it, hair removal, but it's one of those things that it's like a necessary evil, isn't it? And not for everybody. If you choose to keep your body hair, there's nothing wrong with it at all. I think that's absolutely brilliant. But for me, I do choose to remove mine. And my preferred method of removing it is shaving. I just find it to be the quickest, easiest, most convenient way. It's painless as well. I just shave about 3 times a week in the shower, and that is enough to keep everything at a level that I'm happy with. And the razor that I'm using at the moment that I really like is the Gillette Venus. It's this one with the pink handle. And I kept the box as well to show you. It's the, as you can see, the Gillette Venus XL. It says it's a pro smooth sensitive, and it is good if you have sensitive skin as well. I don't get irritated at all by this razor because it's got the little strip at the top there. I don't really know what's in it. I think it has some sort of moisturising ingredients in there, and it's just really kind to my skin. And the other thing I really like is that there's a nice weight to this handle. When you're holding it in your hand, it kind of naturally wants to fall. I'm not going to show you my hand, I'm just showing you. It naturally wants to fall in that position like that. So as you pull it, it just glides along effortlessly and really smoothly on your legs. So if you are on the lookout for a new razor, I highly recommend the Gillette Venus, this one. And you get a couple of extra razor blades with it as well. So it's not the most expensive. I think that was about £13 from Boots. So yeah, it's a really good one. Now, after shaving, so I'm in the shower, I'm having a wash, I'm shaving everything. When I get out of the shower, I like to use a body lotion just to put some moisture back into my skin. And in the summer, or well, sort of spring, summertime, I like to use a body lotion that's got a little bit of a gradual tan ingredient in it. Now, as you can see, I am very pale. I'm sort of fair to light skin tone. I don't want anything that's going to make me look orange or too dark. I just want a little bit more of a healthy glow. And the body lotion that I like to do that with is this one. It's the Nivea Body Lotion Firming Plus Bronze, and it's one of their Q10 body lotions, and it says here it's a gradual tan and it's for fair to medium skin, which is pretty much what I have. And I love this. It's got that beautiful nostalgic smell that all Nivea sun care products seem to have. It's reminiscent of childhood holidays, you know, days on the beach with your mum slathering you in the Nivea sun cream. It's got that smell. I absolutely love it. And as I say, I just put this on a few times a week when I get out the shower, on my legs especially, legs and feet, and maybe down my arms and sort of across this area here. Not on my face, I wouldn't put this on my face, but I just think it really helps to give that nice glow when the skirts and the dresses come out. It's just nice to have a bit of something on your legs. Now, before I put that on in the shower, it's very important to exfoliate, especially the skin on your legs, your knees, your ankles, your elbows, anywhere where your skin can get really dry. If you're going to use a tanning product, you have to exfoliate first, just to get rid of that layer of dead skin cells, any roughness. You just want to slough it off using a scrubbing product so that you've got a nice smooth base for the tan to go onto your skin. And the product that I love the most is this one, the Scrub of Your Life by good old Soap and Glory. I love Soap and Glory body care products. I think they're great. And I use the Righteous Butter, you know, one of their body butters that they do. That's really, really rich and moisturising for your skin when you get out of the shower. And this body scrub has got the same smell that one has. I absolutely love it. It really reminds me of Miss Dior. If you're familiar with that fragrance by Dior, the smell really reminds me of that. And this is lovely. It's got a little bit of a grit in it. You just rub it all over your skin, circular motions in the shower, especially on your legs. Anywhere you're going to use a tanning product, use this first. And it really does help. I really like doing that. Now, the other thing I mentioned was my feet. Oh my goodness, my feet need some work. I'm going to get myself, I don't have one here to show you, but I'm going to get myself one of those foot files, you know, the files, because I think like everybody, I have a little bit of hard skin on my heels. I mean, who doesn't get that from time to time? I think we all do, don't we? And if you get one of those foot files, it just helps to gently remove the tough, rough, hard skin. And then when I've done that, I want to go over it with a really rich, nourishing foot cream. And I'm using this one again. It's Soap and Glory. Soap and Glory Body Care is fabulous. This is their Heel Genius cream. And it's like a thick gel texture, this is. I'll just show it you now. It comes out, it's this sort of greeny, this light greeny colour. And it's not a cream, as you can see. It's like a thick gel, yeah, is how I would describe it. It's got a lovely fresh smell to it. It's not the same as the fragrance that this has. It's a different fragrance, but it's still a lovely, clean, fresh smell. And what I do with this is, you don't want to put this on through the day when you still have more walking around to do. You want to put this on last thing at night. Ideally once you're in bed, because once this is on your feet, you've got a thick coating on your feet, and if you walk around you'll probably slip and hurt yourself. So put this on last thing at night once you're in bed. It really, your skin just really drinks it all in, soaks it all up overnight. If you want to, you could even put on a pair of socks over this to really help the heat to get to work as well, because that will again help your skin to absorb the product. And I just find that after I've used this, when I wake up in the mornings, my heels do feel a lot softer. So I wouldn't use this every day, but 2 or 3 times a week I think is enough, just to keep your feet and your heels in a really nice sort of soft moisturized condition, because we don't want to be getting cracked heels or anything like that, do we? Because they can be quite painful and uncomfortable when you're walking around. So there we are, that's my body and my feet taken care of. Now the next thing that we need to think about in the summer is our hair and how to protect it from the sun's UV rays. Now I colour my hair, it's a sort of dark warm blonde, and it's similar to what my natural colour used to be when I was younger. Grey now, obviously. But if you do colour your hair, especially if you lighten it, it's really important that you do protect it in the summer months. And I like to use a leave-in conditioner. And the one that I found that I really love using at the moment, it's actually a spray bottle leave-in conditioner. I prefer them to the thicker creams because I have sort of medium texture hair. If you have fine to medium texture hair, I would recommend a spray leave-in conditioner because the heavier creams can tend to weigh it down. So the one that I like the most and have done for a couple of years now is this one. It's by Aveda and it's in their Nutri Plenish line. They all come in this lovely sort of terracotta orange packaging, and it's really, really nourishing for your hair. They're not styling products as such in this line, although I think they do have one. They have a foam, don't they? That could be a bit of a styling product. But it's a conditioner, it's a leave-in conditioner, and it does have some heat protection benefits as well. So if you blow dry your hair, this is a really good one just to do a few sprays, comb it through with a wide tooth comb, and then blow dry your hair. And I do find that this one stops my hair from drying out in the sun. If I don't use this, my hair can go quite straw-like, which isn't very nice. But I find if I do use this, it just helps it to keep that softness. So I really recommend that one. Also with hair, this isn't particularly about the summer, but just to let you know, my favourite hairspray of all time, this one, Curlsmith Flawless Finish, it's on sale in TK Maxx. And I'm a bit worried because when things go on sale in TK Maxx, that's usually not a good sign, is it? That usually means it's about to be discontinued. And I love this one. And the reason I love it, I mean, it smells nice. It gives me a good amount of hold. It's pleasant to use. But the thing I like the best about it is it's alcohol-free. And it's the only alcohol-free hairspray that I've found. And, well, I just said it's not specific to summertime, but I mean, it probably is because alcohol is very, very drying to your hair. And if we're talking about using products like this to keep our hair nice and moisturised and healthy, we don't want to be putting on a hairspray that's full of alcohol. Because especially in the summer, you might be wearing your hair up. I know I do a lot in the summer. You want to just spray around the edges just to keep the little flyaways tucked in. This is really, really good. So I do hope they're not discontinuing it. But it is about half price at the moment in TK Maxx. So if you want to try it, go down there and get yourself a bargain. But I'm going to keep my eye on that. And hopefully, if they are discontinuing it, they'll bring out a replacement for it, which will also be alcohol-free. Fingers crossed. Okay, so moving on then from body, feet and hair, I'm going to talk about my face. Because I think the most important thing that I do for myself in the summer is protect my skin. Now, as you can see, I'm really, really pale. I'm a fair to light in most foundation shades. So it's really, really important if you are a similar skin colour to me that you use a high factor SPF in the summer. I mean, I'd recommend everybody do that really, whoever you are, whatever skin tone you have. But especially if you are pale, it's really, really important. Not just for your health. Obviously, we want to prevent skin cancer. But the number one cause of skin aging is sunlight. And as much as we love it, you know, we're all happy when it comes out, it is the number one thing that's going to age our faces. So fine lines and wrinkles, pigmentation, sunspots, all of that is going to be worse if you sunbathe, if you spend a lot of time in the sun. So as you saw from the thumbnail to this video, I wear my big hat, my big wide brimmed straw hat. I wear big sunglasses when I'm outside. I want all the physical barriers that I can get between my face and the sun, just to make sure that it's as well protected as possible. I also use, as I said, a good high factor SPF. And my two favourites are these. So we've got here the Eucerin Photo Aging Control Broad Spectrum Factor 50. And I also love the Ultrasun one. This is also Broad Spectrum Factor 50. And it says it's for anti-pigmentation on the face. So if you are prone to dark spots or sort of freckles, I mean, I love freckles. I think freckles are gorgeous. But if you get a lot more of them in the summer and if you don't like them, this would be a good SPF to use. But honestly, if you do have freckles, I'm very jealous. I think they're beautiful. Either one of these I would trust. I think they sit beautifully under makeup as well. So if you do want to wear some makeup in the summer, if you put these underneath it, you're going to have a really, really nice finish. I can't speak to whether these would leave a white cast on your skin if you are darker than me. I don't know how they would be then. If you do have darker skin than me and you've tried these, please let us all know in the comments how you got on with them, if they did leave a bit of a white glow on your skin, because I know some SPFs can't they? So either one of these, amazing. Really, really like them. In terms of prices, I'm going to tell you how much all of these cost as well. The Ultrasun one, I just got them all written down here, that's why I'm looking down. It's normally £32, but it's on sale at Cult Beauty at the moment for £25.60. Now, you can always shop around for these SPFs, especially at this time of year, and you can usually find them on offer somewhere. I got this one from Marks and Spencer's. Boots do them as well. There's all sorts of places do them, especially if you look online. Now, the Eucerin one, I love Eucerin facial skincare, and they do some really, really good facial SPFs. They've got one that's oil controlling as well that I have not tried yet, but I do intend to, because with my combination skin, I can get oily down the T-zone in the summer. So I'm going to try the oil control version of this next, but I do still really like this one. And this one will cost you £23, but at the moment it's on sale for £17.25 in Boots. So all these prices are correct as of the day I'm filming this video, which is April the 8th, I think. Yeah, early April in the UK. Now then, if you have a lot of redness in your skin, if you have rosacea, you might want to use an SPF that's got a slight green tinge to it. And I know that sounds weird, but green will counteract any redness in your skin. And Avène do their Antirougeurs, excuse my French, I'm not very good. I did GCSE French, but that was a long, long time ago, and this word never came up. Anyway, it's this one, and it is a factor 30. I couldn't find this in a factor 50. That's not to say they don't do one, it's just that on the day when I went, this was the highest factor. And I actually bought this one in the winter, because you know those winter days where the sun comes out and it can be really bright. And I went on holiday to Norway in March, and it was freezing cold. It was snowing, but the sun was out, and I had my sunglasses on because it was really bright. I bought this for that trip because in the winter my rosacea really plays up, and I was going outside into the cold, back inside into the warm with the heating, and it can really stress your skin out if you suffer from rosacea. And let me just show you this, because it does have that slight greeny tinge to it that I spoke about. Can you see it's like a minty green? But it doesn't stay green on your face. You won't be looking like Shrek or anything like that. It soaks in. And again, I don't know if this will be for you if you've got a darker skin tone though, unfortunately. I don't know. If you have tried it and if you do have a darker skin tone, please let us all know in the comments. But on me, it really does soak in very, very well, and you can't actually see any colour from it at all once it's on your face. And it does help to counteract the redness that I can get in my cheeks, especially in the winter. But it's a good one for the summer months as well if you do get very red. So I just wanted to mention that. And that one will cost you £20 in Boots. Lasts a long time though, you only need a little bit. Now then, let's talk about number 7 next. Good old number 7. I really, really like their skincare, especially the Future Renew line that is the one that they've most recently brought out. And this day cream, it's the Future Renew Damage Protection Defense Shield. It's really good. It's really, really good. And it's got SPF 50 in it. I think this one acts like a bit of a primer on my skin. They don't make that claim though. They don't say that this is a primer, but I find on my skin, if I use this, it gives me a really nice smooth canvas to put the rest of my makeup on. So I do really like this. In terms of price, it's £24.95 from Boots, but they quite often have 3 for 2 offers on number 7, don't they? Or like £5 off vouchers and things like that. So you probably could get this at a bit of a discount as well. But I really do like that one as a really nice facial SPF. What can I show you next? I've got two more creams, and I've got 2 more spray SPFs to show you. Now this one is by Bioderma. Now I hadn't seen this in any of the shops here. I actually bought this in Italy when I was visiting there last year. When I'm abroad, I love to go in a pharmacy, foreign pharmacies. They just make me happy. I love to go in and have a route around and see what they have and all the bits that I can't buy at home, you know. And this was one of those products. You can buy it here though. You can get it online on the Bioderma website. It's lovely. If you have oily skin, or if you're combination oily like me, this one, it leaves quite a dry look, and it kind of mattifies your skin as well. I think it's beautiful if you are slightly oilier, and it's quite affordable as well. This one is £18, so it's cheaper than any of the others that I've told you about so far, and I really, really do recommend it. I think it's a lovely one. It's got more of a sort of thinner, more watery texture to it, but it really does soak in beautifully. Now, if you're on a budget, if you're on a tighter budget, you cannot go wrong with this one. Again, it's Boots' own brand. It's SPF, broad spectrum, factor 50. This one is £8. That's £8 for this, and it's lovely. You cannot go wrong. It's, as I said, all of these SPFs that I'm showing you are broad spectrum, which means that they will protect you against the UVA and the UVB rays, and they're all a high factor. This one, if I'm being really, really picky, I would say that this one leaves a glowy glow on your skin. It probably does leave a bit of a white cast as well if you are darker skin toned. But again, I can't really speak to that because I've got this skin tone. So if you know more than I do about that, then please let us all know in the comments how it sat on your skin. But I think if you're very oily, I don't know. I mean, it does say it's mattifying there, doesn't it? If you're very, very oily, I don't know. I'd like to hear from you if you try it, to see what you think. But if you've got sort of normal skin, combination skin, I think you'll really like it. And I use this on my neck. I use it on my chest area, backs of hands. Obviously, backs of hands get a lot of sun and they can get age spots and pigmentation. If you have your hair up, don't forget to do your ear rolls. Your ears, not your ear holes. I call ears ear hole. Your neck, backs of your neck. If if maybe you're going bald, if you're a man, don't forget to do the top of your head if you're not wearing a hat. This one is really, really good for all of those areas. And it's got a pump as well. And I mean, for that price of £8, you wouldn't necessarily expect the packaging to be as good as this, but it really, really is. So recommend that one. So those are the SPFs that you'd put on in the morning underneath your makeup. Now, through the day, as we're going out and we're getting on with the day, we might want to top up our SPF because they only last for sort of 4 hours or so, don't they? And for that, I've got a couple of sprays that claim that they work well over makeup. And the two that I have are these. So I've got the new one from Garnier, which is the Vitamin C Brightening Over Makeup UV Mist, and it claims to be invisible. And I also have this one from Bondi Sands. What's this one called? Everyday Protection, Face SPF 50+, very high protection, fragrance free. Again, it's broad spectrum and it does claim to have an invisible finish as well. And Bondi Sands is brilliant. It's an Australian brand and the Australians really know what they're doing when it comes to sun protection. Obviously they get a lot of sun down there, don't they? So they have to have some really good products to protect their skin. Now this one, you don't want to get this on your lips. I will just tell you that now. It tastes horrible. So as you spray it, I'd hold it, I'd give it a good shake first, hold it about this far away from your face and purse your lips, shut your eyes and just like that. Do a really, really light spray. Yeah, it does the job. It does leave a bit of a glowy glow. I don't know if you can tell from here, but I didn't put that much on just now. If you're very oily, I'm not sure this one would be for you. What I like to do with this one is use it to top up my arms, my neck, my chest while you're out and about. It's just really quick and easy. If you've got any skin showing on your feet, your ankles, your legs, this is really good just for a little top up during the day while you're out. It is designed for the face. It is meant to be used on the face. If you have a drier skin or a more normal skin, you probably will like to use this on your face as well. So that's a good one. It's £13 in Boots, and other retailers sell that as well. Now, the Bondi Sands one, on me, I feel that this sits better on my skin, on my face. It still does leave a glow, but it's not as much of a glowy glow as the Garnier one. Again, don't get it on your lips. Make sure you close your eyes. Definitely close your eyes with this one. If this does get in your eyes, it can sting a bit. But again, I would spray this all over any exposed skin, not just on my face. And how much is this one? This is £9.99, less than £10. It's a really, really, really good thing to have in your handbag. And it's quite little and diddy as well, so it's really portable. And I would recommend either of those, really. For top-ups during the day. Now, for body SPF, I've just got two to show you quickly. One is a bit more spendy than the other one, and I'll show you what it is. It's one of these by Ryman. They're P20 sun creams for body. I've been using P20 for, goodness me, about 25 years, I think. And they've changed the formula. It used to be a very thin, watery texture. It never used to have a pump or anything. You'd just have to spill it out into your hand like that, and then just do this and put it all over your skin, being careful because it was just like water. But it was a chemical sunscreen. You can get chemical sunscreens and you can get physical sunscreens. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a dermatologist, but as I understand it, the chemical sunscreens soak into your layers of skin. They actually bind with the keratin in your skin, and they absorb the sun's rays and turn it into heat, which then gets distributed. It doesn't actually go into the deeper layers of your skin. The sun's rays don't, because there's a barrier there. And the way that physical SPFs work is that they leave an actual physical barrier on top of your skin, like a mineral or something. They often have titanium dioxide in or something like that, that leaves an actual layer of something on top of your skin that acts as a barrier so that the sun's rays just get reflected off. That's my very, very basic understanding. If you want more in-depth information, there are lots of people out there on YouTube who are scientists or dermatologists who will give you a better explanation than that. But that's just my understanding. This one is a chemical and a physical SPF. It works for 10 hours, so you only have to put this on once. You do have to make sure you're applying enough of it though. And I found that if I wear this, I don't burn. That's just me. See how you get on if you want to use it. The other one I like is Garnier. Now, Garnier have got a very, very long history with sun care products. They do the Ombre Solaire range, which has been out for donkey's years. This one I actually bought on holiday. Again, foreign pharmacies. I was in Fuerteventura in the Canary Islands last year, and I bought this one because I'd run out of the one I took with me. And it's just their basic Factor 50 body sun care. And this one is for sensitive skin as well. So if you do find you can react to SPFs, Garnier do some good ones for sensitive skin. And this one is quite affordable. I can't remember how much it was now, but it's the Garnier, some creams are always quite affordable, aren't they? So there you are. That's my thoughts on the SPFs that I have. The other thing that I like to do in the summer as well is change out the perfume that I'm using, because through the winter, through the autumn and winter, I like to use, what have I been using? I've been using the YSL Libre perfume. Absolutely beautiful. I'm not very good at describing fragrances though, but to me, it's quite a warming, cozy scent. And I also like the Chanel No. 5, which is a very, it's quite a heavy fragrance, isn't it? You only need a little bit. But again, it's more suited to those cold winter months, in my opinion. In the summertime, I don't want a heavy fragrance at all. I want something very light, very fresh, quite fruity. That's the sort of fragrance I want for me in the summertime. And I'll just show you the two that I've been liking, certainly last summer. One of them is more of a body spray, and again I got this from Marks and Spencer's. It's one of the Nuxe products, N-U-X-E. I hope you can see that okay. It says it's called Nuxe Sun Delicious Fragrant Water. And this is the small size. You can get these in a larger size as well. And it's beautiful. It's just that fresh, fruity, coconutty fragrance. There is a bit of coconut in here, and to me that just says summer, that sort of coconutty, sun creamy smell. It's absolutely beautiful, and it does last quite a long time on my skin as well. And it's one of those that it's not overpowering, but every now and then through the day as you're moving, you'll just get a little whiff of it and it'll just make you feel like it's summer, you know. Love that. And the other fragrance is an actual perfume, and I love this in the summer. It reminds me of holidays. It's the Tom Ford Neroli Portofino Aqua. I first bought this years and years and years ago when I was going on holiday to Croatia, and ever since then it just reminds me of holidays. Absolutely love it. It's got the neroli note in it, so obviously that's very orangey, it's very citrusy. It just reminds me of being in Italy, the citrusy trees, you know, the lemon trees and the orangey trees that you get out there. It just really takes me to those places and I love it. So that's my favourite perfume for the summertime. So there you have it. I'm not going to talk about makeup as well today because this video would be 7 hours long and nobody needs that, do they? So I might do a separate video with my favourite makeup items that I like to use in the summer. I love my fans. I'm always on the lookout for new fans. Whenever I go on holiday, I always like to pick up one of these. I've got them all over the house, actually. I've got them in every handbag. In every room, because I'm at that age now, you know, where I'm getting quite hot anyway. So we have to do what we can, don't we? So there you are. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did and you're not subscribed, I would love it if you'd consider subscribing. It's absolutely free and yet it really helps me out a lot. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much. I'll keep the videos coming for you. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So thanks very much and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.